Students, welcome back. Hi, Robin. How are you today?
I'm fine, thank you. I hope you're fine.
I'm fine. Well, ready for the class?
Let me review what we learned in the last lesson.
Yeah, that would be good.
Last time we focused on the job, profession of being a negotiator in a meeting, to learn to ask for agreement, how to agree and how to disagree in a good way and come to a conclusion, an agreement. We learned to what's the bottom line, the very lowest price that someone's willing to go. And we focused on two things, having a good attitude and being diplomatic when you're negotiating.
Okay, 这是上周我们谈到 being a negotiator, 做一个协调者、协商者应该注意到的东西。Well, I would say good preparation is also the key to success, right? Besides what you share, good attitude and 还有 being diplomatic 等等的哈，还有 knowing your bottom line. Well, right now, we have a new lesson for you. Let's move on to our chapter focus.
To learn some useful phrases to give praise.
今天我们第一个学习的重点就是要知道怎么样做赞美的表达。
To learn how to give positive criticism.
还有怎么样学习正向的批评。Okay, Chief Executive Officer 今天是这个专业我们要看的就是行政主管，有时候人家说他就是CEO. Okay, CEO's job deal with the people and administration work. If you want your subordinate, 就是你的下属呢 to work harder for you, you need to give them positive common and encouraging words. People like to be encouraged and appreciated. In our lesson today, we will teach you some useful phrases to give praise and to give positive comments.
Lisa, you really inspire me. You are so hardworking. You manage several jobs at the same time, all very difficult because you are so hardworking.
Oh, thank you. I'm glad you see that. You've seen that. Since I committed to do this program, yes, I do work hard and I would hope to see this program be beneficial to our students. And so, by the way, I enjoy working with you. You are such a great teacher. It's just a joy and a blessing to work with you. Okay, we'll take a closer look at this key word, hardworking. What does that mean, hardworking? It's an adjective, isn't it?
It means you work with a lot of energy and you work with detail and care. You put a lot of energy into your work.
Hardworking 就是很努力的哈，你很认真的，很看重细节，很工作，很努力的。我们来看一个例句 Are you a hardworking student? 你很努力吗？你是一个很努力的学生吗？ Or
She is very hardworking and reliable.
Okay, hardworking and reliable 都是形容词，形容一个人工作很努力、很可靠。Okay, right now we are going to watch our first conversation. And in this conversation, you'll see a CEO in the company. He's talking to his employees, and in his talk, he's showing his appreciation and giving praises to his employees. Okay, let's watch our first skit.
Margaret, you deserve a lot of credit for all you've done to make this project a success.
It's nice of you to say that.
Really nice work. I'm impressed.
Thank you, but I can't take all the credit. John contributed a lot to this project as well.
Yes, John, you did a great job too.
Well, it took the whole team to really pull this off.
I know it took the whole team, but without Margaret's leadership and John's management skills, this wouldn't have had such a successful outcome.
Working with John on this was a great learning opportunity. I couldn't have asked for a better manager.
The credit's all yours. Without your leadership, none of this would have been possible.
Well, all I know is I am lucky to have you guys on my team. I think it's cause for a celebration. Let's go to a nice restaurant for lunch. It's on me.
That sounds good to me.
Me too.
Let's go.
Well, Robin, after working so many years among Westerners, I did, and I have seen one particular area. They handle things differently from Chinese. Westerners seems to show appreciation and praise so easily than Chinese to people they work with. I know there's no right or wrong, but I'd like to mention this for our students' reference.
Yes, I think this will be very helpful for our students because many of them might be working overseas with Westerners, or maybe they'll work in a company with a Western supervisor or co-worker. So this would be good information today to know about.
OK， 刚刚老师说到这么多年在外国人的当中一起工作，我就注意到有一方面是不一样的，就是我发现西方人比较可以在的团队当中赞美彼此、欣赏彼此哈。当然没有对跟错，我们的文化也有很多很棒的哈。但是老师就觉得可以提出来，让你们有一个reference， 有一个了解哈。刚刚 Robin 老师说的，很多同学会跟外国客户一起工作，或者是你的公司会有一些外国人跟你工作，所以这样子的文化跟习惯，你知道是非常好的。Well, in our conversation, while we saw a CEO give credit to his employees. You want to talk about that word, credit?
Give credit. I think when you give credit, you acknowledge someone's hard work or their effort, and every employee is happy when their boss can say, good job, well done.
Yeah.
So give credit is that acknowledging the excellent work or extra effort.
Yeah, credit 的意思就是赞美哈，然后就是认知到别人所做的，你也肯定别人所做的，这是一个赞美。刚刚 Robin 老师说可以说 well done, good job 这些，我们待会再给你一些新的东西哈。Well, before we move on, you want to give some example on this word?
You deserve credit for making this project so successful.
You deserve credit. 你值得被赞美，你值得受推崇，因为你 making this project so successful. And next one.
Yeah, there's another example, more negative. Her boss took all the credit for the hard work the others had done.
Okay, the boss took all the credit for the work others had done. 意思就是说，老板都把所有的功劳揽在自己的身上哈。Well, people like to receive positive comments on their performance. If you are the supervisor or manager, teacher, or parents, you try to give more positive encouragement that can help your subordinate or your student, your children to do a better job because praise is a valuable motivator. 赞美是非常有效的鼓励的方式。
Yeah, it's very motivating when you can say to someone, well done, nice work, good job, I'm proud of you. Those things motivate people to work more.
Yeah, okay, well done, I'm proud of you, good job, well done. 这些都是非常好的哈。Well, sometimes the outcome may not always turn out so well, but still, in this case, you can give a positive comment instead of scolding and being angry, right?
Yeah, I think when the outcome is not so good, you can still thank them for the effort they put in, or thank them for the creativity that they're thinking and they're planning, even if the outcome is not perfect.
Okay, in a minute, we'll talk about the outcome, but right now, let me translate what we just said. 有时候呢， 同学们或是员工的表现不一定总是这么好啊，总是这么出色，但是仍然你可以找到一些的地方可以赞美他，比如说他对他的努力跟他的创意可以来赞美。Okay, now let's take a closer look at outcome.
Outcome is the final result.
Okay, outcome 的意思就是最后的结果。Okay.
What was the outcome of your meeting?
What was the outcome of your meeting? 这个 meeting 的最后的结果是什么 ？Outcome.
He refused to comment on the outcome of the election.
He refused. 他拒绝 comment 评论这个选举的最后的结果。Okay, right now we have a few more keywords and phrases for you to learn. Let's move on. Keywords and phrases.
Contribute.
To be a part of a group or an activity and help it to be successful.
Mary didn't really contribute much to the completion of this report.
Mary 对报告的完成贡献并不大。
Pull off.
To succeed in doing something that is difficult.
This is a great plan. He may have a chance of pulling it off.
这是一个很棒的计划，他可能有机会完成它。
Calls for.
To make something necessary or appropriate.
I think that calls for a celebration.
我想这是我们庆祝的时刻了。
Essential.
Necessary.
It's essential that you attend all the meetings.
你必须参加所有的会议。
Underestimate.
To think that someone has less power or ability than they really do.
Never underestimate your enemy.
永远不要低估你的敌人。
Bind.
To tie.
They are like carrots and peas. Their hearts were bound together.
他们就像萝卜跟青豆，总是他们的心紧紧相系。OK， 现在同学们，我们要再重复这些 keyword，OK， 还有中文的解释，我们来再听这些 keywords。
Contribute.
贡献。
He felt he had nothing to contribute to the discussion.
他觉得他对这个讨论没有贡献。
Pull off.
做成某事。
They nearly managed to get the loan, but just failed to pull it off.
他们几乎可以得到贷款，但是后来没有成功。
Calls for.
需要。
The quality is variable, so careful selection is called for.
品质呢参差不齐，要小心选择。
Essential.
必须的。
In a large organization, good internal communication is essential.
在大的单位里，好的内部沟通是必须的。
Underestimate.
错估、低估。
The big mistake was to underestimate their opponent's potential.
他们最大的错误是低估了对手的实力。
Bind.
紧紧相系。
The trouble they had shared bound them much closer together.
他们所面临的困难呢，使他们更紧紧相依。
There's another phrase for bind, and it's I'm in a bind.
OK，in a bind 是另外一个意思哈。那时候这个 bind 是名词，刚刚前面的 bind 是当作动词来用。这个 in a bind 的意思就是you are in difficult situation.
Right.
你在一个很困难的状况。We have one example for our students.
I am really in a bind since I have to finish this report by 3 o'clock and I haven't got all my data yet.
我真的有麻烦了，我必须在3点钟完成我的报告，但是我还没有这个 data 哈，这个数据还在手中啊，所以。He's in a bind， 就是在困境中哈。Well, in our next skit, we're going to see the CEO is talking to his colleague Esther, who has not been doing too well. Okay, she underestimates her competitor, and now she feels the job is a little overwhelming. Okay, these 2 keywords. Before we watch our skit, we want to talk about these 2 keywords.
Overwhelming. If something is overwhelming, it's too great to resist. You can't fight against it.
Okay, overwhelming 在这里的意思就是太大了，无法抗拒、无法承担的意思。Okay, overwhelming.
Okay, here's an example. She felt an overwhelming urge to tell someone about what had happened.
她感觉到她 overwhelming urge 就是好像必须。迫不及待，刻不容缓要去告诉别人发生什么事情。
I had the overwhelming desire to get up and leave.
Okay, had the overwhelming desire 就是也是必须马上我必须要做这件事，我要起来离开。Okay, what about competitor?
Your competitor is your opponent, someone you're competing with.
Okay, 竞争者就叫做competitor.
We are trying to keep our new product a secret from our competitors.
Okay, you're trying to keep something from, keep your new product a secret from your competitor. 就是你不向竞争者透露任何有关你产品的机密。
All our major competitors are also bidding on this contract.
Okay, 我们所有的那个竞争者呢，都在这里。竞争竞标哈，为了这个合约在竞标当中。OK， 现在我们就来看这个 conversation 2。Here we go.
I know it's a challenge to make changes at this late date, but I think it's essential that we do this.
I understand the need for changes.
I know you are a hardworking employee, but you underestimated our competitors.
I see your point.
Overall, your plan was good, but we need to make a few minor adjustments to make it even better.
What would you suggest?
I know this has been a huge burden for you, maybe even overwhelming. Why don't we ask Sally to work alongside you on this?
If this is best for the company, of course, I'm willing to make the change.
Your diligence and her experience are bound to bring about the desired results.
I think this may be the best idea.
I'll call Sally immediately and arrange for a meeting with the 2 of you.
I appreciate your advice and input.
My role is to help you succeed.
You know, Robin, I come to realize to pull this program off, my own effort can never make it, many friends came and offered their help, came to the studio to film the skits, and you co-teaching make this program a lot more valuable. And beyond that, I want to thank our director, Shen Jinjia导播. I want to thank for her leadership and really contribute a lot to this program. I want to say thank you, 导播.
Yes, and her professionalism and the whole filming crew, everyone is eager and very enthusiastic with their attitude. It makes it easy and fun to work doing this project together.
Yeah, 老师刚刚要谈到的就是整个 program 一个老师的努力是不够的，有好多人背后哈，不单是老师的朋友们做这些 filming， 还有外国老师的助讲。老师觉得很重要的，在这里你看不到好多人在这边为这个 program 做很多的预备跟努力，前置的工作跟后置的工作。我刚刚就特别提到导播哈，谢谢导播。Now we're going to take a closer look at this keyword leadership.
Leadership. It's the qualities and skills of a good leader to direct and to organize people and manage them is leadership.
OK, leadership 就是一个领导的能力哈一个好的领导不单有好的能力，也有好的技巧，让全部的人一起来工作。OK, what about examples?
The complaints from the department seem to be that the manager isn't showing enough leadership.
OK, 这些抱怨，部门的抱怨似乎是跟经理没有足够的领导能力有关系。
Strong and effective leadership might have made the organization more successful.
OK, 一个坚强的领导跟有效率呢，这个可以使这个机构更成功。All right, we'll take a short break and then we'll come back and to move on our similar expressions.
Now for our section, similar expressions. We want to give you some examples of how you can give people positive comments to praise them and thank them for the work they're doing. Offering praise. Nice work, Lisa. You did very well, Tammy. You did a great job, Lynn.
OK, 在这里我们学到了如何给人家赞美，比如说 Nice work, Lisa. You did very well, Tammy. You did a great job, Lynn. Okay, more?
You deserve a lot of credit for all the work you've done, Mark.
你值得受推崇，因为你所做的工作很棒，做得好 ，Mark。OK， 这是另外一个推崇人的一个说法。还有呢？
I'd like to give credit to John for the success of this project.
Okay, I'd like to give credit to John. 我要把这些值得赞美的归给 John， 因为这个成功都是因为他。像刚刚所讲的这些都是 offering praises. Robin, I noticed in the phrases we just learned, offering praises, always mention that person's name. I wonder, is there any reason behind that? As a CEO, when you praise people, you recognize their name? Is that?
Yeah, I think it helps, especially if you're in a meeting, you're with a large group. It makes it more personal, and the CEO is acknowledging this person by name. And so I think that helps if you say the person's name.
OK, 刚刚老师注意到，当我们给赞美的时候，总是提到 Hey, nice work, Lisa. Or you did very well, Tammy. 总是后边挂了一个人的名字，老师要知道是不是一定要这么做。刚刚 Robin 老师说 ，as a CEO， 你在公司的行政主管，通常你赞美别人的时候，一定是在一个会议中或者是一个公开的场合。如果你可以说出这个人的名字nice work, Robert。OK， 这样子 nice work, Robert 会让人家很快的知道是 Robert 被赞美所以这是很好的，要记住这么做。What about giving positive criticism? OK, positive criticism, you 要批评他，但是要给 positive 正面的一个批评。我们来看怎么说。Let's go.
I don't mean to be critical, but it seems you've overlooked some things.
I don't mean to be critical. 我不是要很挑剔 but it seems you have overlooked something. 你好像忽略了一些事情。
Overall, this is a good decision, but we may need to change a few things.
OK, 一个 CEO 当你要批评你的员工的时候，你看这句话说得多好。Overall, this is a good decision. 很好的决定 but we may need to change a few things. 所以很好的一个批评是正向的批评。
I've seen your hard work, but the problem hasn't been totally solved.
Okay, I've seen your hard work, but 这个 but 也是最重要的，前面是赞美 but the problem hasn't been totally solved. Okay, more?
I know it's a difficult job. What if we ask the marketing director to give you some advice?
Okay, I know it's a difficult job. 我知道这个问题工作是不容易难的。What if 是不是我们可以请别人来 give you some advice?
I know you are a hard-working employee, but you underestimated our competitors.
Okay, I know you are a hardworking employee, but okay, you underestimate, you 低估了我们的 competitor. All right, student, let's replay our conversations for you.
Margaret, you deserve a lot of credit for all you've done to make this project a success.
It's nice of you to say that.
Really nice work. I'm impressed.
Thank you, but I can't take all the credit. John contributed a lot to this project as well.
Yes, John, you did a great job too.
Well, it took the whole team to really pull this off.
I know it took the whole team, but without Margaret's leadership and John's management skills, this wouldn't have had such a successful outcome.
Working with John on this was a great learning opportunity. I couldn't have asked for a better manager.
The credit's all yours. Without your leadership, none of this would have been possible.
Well, all I know is I am lucky to have you guys on my team. I think this calls for a celebration. Let's go to a nice restaurant for lunch. It's on me.
That sounds good to me.
Me too.
Let's go. I know it's a challenge to make changes at this late date, but I think it's essential that we do this.
I understand the need for changes.
I know you are a hardworking employee, but you underestimated our competitors.
I see your point.
Overall, your plan was good, but we need to make a few minor adjustments to make it even better.
What would you suggest?
I know this has been a huge burden for you, maybe even overwhelming. Why don't we ask Sally to work alongside you on this?
If this is best for the company, of course, I'm willing to make the change.
Your diligence and her experience are bound to bring about the desired results.
I think this may be the best idea.
I'll call Sally immediately and arrange for a meeting with the two of you.
I appreciate your advice and input.
My role is to help you succeed.
Okay, 同学们, we have covered a lot today, and we learned how to give praises, 怎么赞美人，还有怎么样 give positive criticism. Okay, sometimes outcome didn't turn out well, and then you need to give some criticism, but has to be positive. So that's what we learned today. Okay, right now it's your turn. Okay, 还记得 it's your turn 是什么意思吗？就是 your turn. You do the exercise and you check the answer. Okay, 在我们的教科书里头 your turn 里头有一些练习，所以到第二页有 check your answer. Okay, right now on TV we put all together for you. Okay, let's move on. Your turn. What an excellent job you have done.
Thanks for saying that.
Okay, 我用赞美，我说 What an excellent job. 你做的工作，你真是做得好。What an excellent job. Okay, 他就说 Thanks for saying that. You deserve a lot of credits for all the work you've done.
Thank you, but I can't take all the credit. John contributed a lot to this project too.
Okay, 我说 Hey, you deserve a lot of credits for all the work you've done. 你做得真好，你值得所有的功劳可以归给你。这个人很客气，他说 No, John contributed a lot to this project too. 他也归功于 John, 也做了贡献了不少。Nice work. Your team has really been successful.
Thanks. They all worked so hard. It did take the whole team to really pull it off.
Okay, nice work. 你这个 team 做得真成功。他马上就说谢谢你。They all work so hard. 他们大家都很努力工作。很多的 team, it take the whole team to really pull it off. 很多的人才能够有这个结果。Overall, this is a good decision, but we may need to change a few things.
What would you suggest?
Okay, 整体来说这是一个很好的 decision, but 就是不满意啦哈。他说 But we need to change few things. 他说 What would you suggest? 你建议什么 Okay, students, we're running out of time. This is all for today. I hope you enjoyed today's lesson. We have a great lesson for you next week. Please come back and enjoy your day. Bye-bye.
Bye.